Hey yo, MC3GTV here. Today we're gonna be doing a little bit more of a marvelous conversation, talking about Daredevil episode 4. I really like this, guys. I've got only good things to say about it. I won't lie. I do apologize if there's any kind of like buzzing or anything in the sound. This microphone. Shout out to the rapper for I won this headset from a giveaway that he was doing on Twitch. But this headset, the microphone works ridiculously well. So I do apologize if you can hear the AC sound or anything like that. I don't have a way to filter that yet. I'm going to figure that out. This all takes a lot of time and money and effort, and I'm getting there. Please bear with me. Thank you guys so much for being here and sticking this out with me, man. Like this, it means a lot to have you guys coming back to listen to me some more and be with me some more. And so I thank you guys so very much. I really love y'all so much. It means the world to me. So getting started right off, I like that they did the recap and everything. That's always really helpful for me. One thing that I noticed right away when they're starting off this episode is Matt got the amulet back. That amulet, that whatever power it has for Hector, he's got it. It looked like he maybe gave it back to Hector's niece. I'm not for sure on that, but that's what it looked like to me. That little girl was very smart. And I think that the fact that the showrunners wanted to make sure that they showed the impact of all of this and the corruption of the city that's having on the youth of the city in that younger generation. I think that's extremely important for the story going forward, and I think that's going to be a lot of where Young Avengers and things like that are going to be able to pull stories from. Like they're just setting things up like this to show these kids already know the world that they live in is not for them, it's against them. And that's just really cool to see. The opening credits for the Netflix or the Disney Plus show like that, I really enjoy that. Like I watch the whole thing every time. It goes by pretty quick. They don't play around with it. They don't give it freaking 15 seconds for each name or anything like that. But it is really neat. Especially the way it all comes together at the end and forms Daredevil. Like super cool. Urich's niece, the girl that's writing the BB report, I think her using Fisk's assistant is a very bad idea. She did get the story that she wanted, one of them at least, out of him, but I do feel like this is going to be a scenario or a situation where Fisk uses her because now he knows that this assistant of his is the one that gave BB the information she needed to write this article, so he knows she's going to go back to him again. Fisk knows that. He knows reporters. He's not stupid. So it's really like she set herself up for the worst way possible. They're going to play her like a fiddle. I'm telling you now. This next part. All of this with Vanessa and Fisk. Wow. The affair. That's like the first words out of the... It's not... I don't think it's her first words, but the therapist, first thing right off, the affair. with Adam. Adam being brought back up again. I realized when I started this episode, I had Adam in my notes, and I didn't mention him in my last Marvelous Conversations. I completely forgot to mention Adam because I want to know who the guy is. What's up with this? We learned a little bit more. Apparently Vanessa was getting a little friendly, if you know what I mean. But this whole conversation, it makes you feel like Fisk definitely got rid of this guy. Like the whole thing, it's like they both like, oh, I don't know where he's at. I haven't seen him. I don't think that she had the affair because she wanted the affair. I think she had the affair to get Fisk to go back to being Fisk. Just my personal opinion, I think she did it to see him be evil and do some bad stuff, but I could be wrong. Her being fearless towards Fisk makes me think that she still has more power in this organization and all of it. Like, I think she's still the head of it all. With this gentleman being arrested and Matt being charged with being his lawyer, his public representative and everything, I thought that was great. The whole scene, like the gentleman is really, really good at displaying that hopelessness of like, it doesn't matter what I do. It doesn't. I love that he was like, could it have been a scroll? Like the scroll, like people know they exist. That's such a one-liner that means so much. Like, I'm thankful that scrolls aren't just forgotten about, because they're still got to be everywhere. Like, you never know. Like, you never know. The system, he's this guy, he's showing 100% the system can be abused even if you're like street level crime guy. Like, he's been in how many times? I can't remember what they said, but like 20 years or something of rap sheet. Like, it's just crazy that they allow that to just keep going on and on and on. It just shows like the fragility of the system and how that is. That DA, she was being flirty. I think her and Matt definitely had something going on. I thought this was an interesting bit that Matt has been listening for this particular cop, and he knows his footsteps different than he can identify this cop specifically now because he's been trying to track him. And I think Matt poked the bear with that cop. He may not have known anything about what happened to Hector, because like I said, that was a plan C, plan D kind of completely separate group of people not being able to be tied to the NYPD. They may have used the Punisher bullet like that, but that cop, they're talking about his family and everyone else wearing the badge like that, like, very interesting. Like, Matt might get his butt whooped by a whole bunch of cops in the Daredevil suit. As soon as he puts it on, the cops are going to be the first ones to whip his butt. Also think it's very, very, very cool that they're forcing us to have to wait to see Matt put that Daredevil skin on again, the Daredevil outfit on again. I just think that's it adds more to when he does finally put it on. as opposed to us seeing him like going out and whooping butt all the time. And it makes sense when you get to the end of the episode and you see why he's not been out crusading like this. He's got someone at home waiting for him. I'm telling you right now, Red Hook is going to be wiped off the map. Somehow, some way, something's going to happen, and Fisk is going to come in with the chance to save Red Hook and rebuild it. I'm telling you, I don't think that they set it up like that with all the pretty, like, this is how it's going to look when it's done, like, the big corporate building type stuff. Like, just hear me out. Hear me out on that. It's going to happen. Sorry, Triton, or Thaddeus is stirring. I've got him here in the room with me, so he may wake up soon. I don't know. We'll see. Fisk's top guy, he mentioned that the bosses are going to continue to escalate things, and that's interesting to me because there's definitely these underbosses that Vanessa's supposed to be in charge of, and that's why Fisk is like, get him in line, get him in line. The prisoner says that the cops are willing to spend 5 times more to imprison him rather than to feed him. And he's not wrong. It's crazy because corrections, it's about money. That's all anyone really wants. It's not fair to the people at all, because it's just a job for somebody else. It's a 9 to 5, and it's terrible because I don't know. I just think they need to deprivatize a lot of things like that, but I won't get into that right now. I think Fisk is going to get rid of his campaign manager woman. I can't ever stinking remember her name. But her fighting him, like, fighting with him every step, like, oh, well, we can't do that yet, we can't do that yet, we can't do that yet. I think he's going to end up getting rid of her and replacing her with the dude that messed up and, like, admitted he messed up. Fisk leaving the children's choir thing aggressively had me cackling, like, he's, nope, that's good, I've heard enough. No, very good, like, awesome stuff. And then this with the Latvians, those Latvians, they were dressed like that for a reason. I'm just saying, I think we may have seen Victor Von Doon's mom or his grandmother. Or is that Latvian? That's Latvian, huh? Is it different? I don't know. You guys, let me know in the comment section if I'm getting those mixed up or something. I don't know. But Fisk found his guy. He found his new Wesley. This dude. In the acting, like, I believe his name is Michael Gandolfini. But that acting, this whole episode was about acting. Like, oh my goodness, every stinking part of it. Like, Matt going into Batman mode like that and turning on the detective, looking out, getting all the scenes set and everything, like, so good. Apparently Matt kind of had an idea, at least. If we didn't know exactly where Castle was, he at least, it seemed like he knew where Frank Castle was hiding out. Maybe he could just, like, start sniffing like a dog and find his way to it. I don't know. but this part in particular was really, really amazing to me. Like, the levels of intensity, starting off with just this petty conversation, and like Frank acting the way he did at the word victim, like that performance you couldn't get out of anyone else on the planet. I'm sorry, I just think John Bernthal is perfect at this. And I noted Frank specifically said Bullseye. He called him Bullseye. He didn't just call him by the Poindexter name. He called him Bullseye. So there was obviously a reason. Like, they had already used that nickname at some point for something. Like, so I think that there was somewhere in between the Netflix and Disney that Bullseye was active doing stuff. It was just that he didn't wait. He waited to act on Foggy. And Matt being unable to say Foggy's name is so powerful. I think that whole scene with Frank and saying like, "Oh, my son," he's like, get him, Dad. That's a tearjerker, man. If you don't feel something on that, like, you're stone cold. You're stone cold, bro. That's powerful stuff. That is acting right there, and I loved it. I still think that Fisk and Vanessa is the most interesting thing going for the show right now, and their dynamic. Daddy totally just woke up, so I'm sorry. So sorry about that. Like I was saying, Fisk and Vanessa is the most interesting piece of the whole show, hands down, no questions asked. I really think that ending the show, like the scene with this Adam dude screaming to be let out is just awesome. Like, Fisk has him imprisoned, crazy stuff. I didn't see that one coming. And then Muse, 1000% a weirdo. We're just gonna have to wait and see where that goes. But I want to say thank you all for joining me for this, and stay tuned, because next week I think is going to be a very special episode. For sure, I'm going to go into a little bit more depth and really, really talk about some things next week probably. I might do another Little Marvelous Conversations, just to talk on some other Marvel stuff, and just to have some fun talking about what might come for Doom. So again, just thank you everyone so very much for tuning in for this, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you next time for sure. Y'all have a wonderful day. Thank you.